Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm gonna make this video out here today. Well, this video is a little bit different than pretty much what I'm used to doing. Literally, it's way different. Um, okay, let's just get to the point. Okay, so roughly almost 2 weeks ago, October 23rd of 2024. Um, I was still employed at Rural King here in Vincennes. And, well, that afternoon, I was terminated. Well, and here's pretty much the reason why I got terminated. Rural King said that I had violated their social media policy, which, in a nutshell, the social media policy itself was not really shared with any of the employees within the last 6 months to the last year. So even if I did know, I was never given a copy of it, nor was anybody had an explanation of this. Okay, let me get to the brass tacks here. I did a few posts on my Facebook page. Well, I have a Facebook page called Vincent Independent Media. Okay, as in this is a media page. So, just a brief history. This page has been up for 12 years. It's had at least 3 different names. So, and most recently, it was called the Vincent's Daily Informer. So we changed it to the Vincent Independent Media because of the independent sources that are available and to give a better voice to those independent sources as well. But we also fact check, we share, we research, we discuss, and various other things. Okay, so this page has like 6.1 thousand followers, at least 5.9 thousand likes. It is a monetized page. It does a lot of local information, which is here in Vincennes, Indiana. We touch base in other sections across the country. We've had people coming in that follow this from North Carolina, California, at least 23 to 32 states across the country, not to mention at least four countries across the globe. Okay, so we can see the outsource of this. So that's just a brief. It's a brief history on my page. So here's where we stand. Okay, so I was called into the office on the 20th of October, and they had told me that I had shared some information from a post that was online. Well, it was actually a YouTube post. And this post was from JLR Investigates. Okay, so he gets onto this one post that was posted earlier in the week or earlier in the last few weeks. And this had been posted. This had been shared like about a month ago. So we had done, drifted away from that post. We had covered the education, the research, and the discussion on this and moved on. Okay, so this is where we're at on that. So anyway, I get called into the office. Store manager says, hey, don't look at me. I have nothing to do with this because we have a conference call about a certain topic. So I'm like, okay, so I'm confused about what in general is completely going on anyway. Now, so mind you, I do this with no ill intent at all, okay? And basically, there's no ill intent. This is all research discussion. This is all educational post, okay? So, and from my understanding, this was credible information. So, like I said, I get called into the office. Store manager tells me, they have nothing to do with this. And, he's on a conference call. So, I'm like, okay, so I'm a little confused about what's going on here. So, we get into this discussion. And apparently, there was this lady from HR, Human Resources, from corporate. This is on the corporate level. Well, she's getting into the conversation about this and telling me what this was about. And what this was about was that shared post on this media page. Basically, the whole synopsis of this post was selling of illegal firearms to Haitian immigrants with non-valid IDs. I know this, that you cannot sell a firearm to an illegal immigrant or a migrant without valid residential verification. I know this. So they're questioning why I did this. And look, for me, this is research, this is discussion, and this is an educational experience. So, apparently, they think I should not be trying to protect the company from this. Because after I'd done this, then I made another post about what does it take to buy a firearm. Okay? And everybody, 80% of the store that's here in Vincent knows that I'm a very valid, to the point person. And most of them know that I'm a very political person as well. So there's two sides of this coin here. Now, mind you, they're sitting here discussing this. I'm asking, okay, so what is this about? And first off, they're trying to tell me they couldn't tell me why. But then eventually into this conversation, they finally started kind of opening up and telling me why. But then they also kind of threw into this. They asked me, well, did you ever make any videos that were on company property that, had any, background and stuff like this? Well, in my thing is, I don't do live videos in the stores when I was hired, when I was employed. These all were recorded, edited, and then posted later. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, if I'm on break or if I'm off the clock, this is when I do this. I don't do this when I'm on the clock. So they brought that up. So it's like, okay, whatever, Pretty much, in other words, canceling me to what I could and couldn't do and violating a store social media policy. On the meantime, my Facebook page is a monetized page, so I did get some resources back from that. And people know what monetization is. It's basically when your page reaches so many likes, and you get to a certain level, then you're invited to be monetized, which you can get money from your Facebook page based on how many likes and comments and how many times your shares are, so on and so forth. So, mind you, I've already had, in the last 3 months, I've already had to fend off people that wanted to hate my page, that wanted to discriminate against my page, that wanted to literally just spam and scam. I've been fighting spammers and scammers for almost 2 years now. And well, it may be longer. So this is a problem I'm having right now. Apparently this company, Rooking, that I'd worked for, is getting to the point that it's going to pick and choose what information is available. Plus, on top of this, they're telling me that I was spreading misinformation. Now, with them saying this came from up the ladder and to the left. This is what they call the corporate legal. Corporate legal, even if it has to do with the firearms, they go through the ETF on that part. So how can I be sharing misinformation if I'm sitting here trying to protect the company? That's what I want to know. I would think the bottom line is, for most of us that are, we try to spread what information we have. We validate the information, whether or not if it's correct. We validate it. Even though after we shared it, we still validate it because we want two sides of the story. And being two sides of the story is, when you're dealing with the media, you've got the one story that was already posted, and then secondary, you have the secondary information that came in. It says, look, this is the real information that we need to talk about. So now we're bouncing this real information off of the shared post. So we're bouncing off of that. And this is not about, people being gullible about what information is real and what information is not, because this is what we have to do in the media. We have to bounce the credible information off the information that is not relevant. All right, or it's because I don't care who you are, I don't care where you've been, I don't care what you do. Anytime anything is shared on either Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, I don't care where this information is shared, the bottom line is there's going to be some of this information that is going to be misinformation. And personally, it's going to take a lot of people to find out whether or not this information is either correct or not correct. So am I a little bit irritated and mad about this? I am beyond mad and irritated, okay? I could not tell you on how mad I am. I've been doing this for 12 years on this platform. For 12 years. We've been having these discussions off and on for 12 years. More so in the last 3, because in the last 3, this is where everything's been heating up. This is where a lot of the information's been coming in. And even back in 2020, this is where we started picking it up, because we wanted to be out with the community, trying to, comfort the community in everything that's going on in 2020. So that's outside of that. So I'm going to be releasing this video sometime either today or soon. And we're going to see how far this goes. Because how is it me being in the independent media circuit, being considered a freelance, independent photographer, journalist, photojournalist, however you want to call it, gets canceled by the job that he's working at? I mean, I've been doing freelance work independently for at least 5 years, at least. So 5 out of the 12, I've been doing this freelance. Anyway, figured I'd drop this video and let everybody know where I'm at, let everybody know what I'm doing, because we want this out. We want this out in a discussion. This needs to go viral, because more and more people are going to get canceled, and more people are going to get fired because of between now and the election, or even after election, or until January 20th. So let's get this video out there. Let's get it shared. Let people know what corporations are doing. So let's make it good. Have a wonderful day, everybody.